Oh, all right, okay. I am live. Hello and welcome to tonight's Late Night Dino. Again, with the turn 3 Ghalta. Nasty, nasty damage. Hopefully tonight's going to be a little bit more consistent. That's the plan at least, so I've switched out some things, but overall, of course, it's the same linear glass cannon, somewhat easy to interrupt plan. Hopefully it's going to do good. Blue Bear, see your comments there. Yes, cross your fingers. Hopefully everyone's a good luck charm and things go our way. But, well, you may see this sneaky little rat there. Yeah, I got crushed pretty bad just before starting the stream here in a match against Esper, Greasefang, so white, black, and blue. It was rough stuff. Deathgorge Scavenger, which I got here, wasn't quite enough graveyard interaction like I was hoping for. So to help with the Greasefang deck when they want to, cheat out a big vehicle, that sort of thing with Greasefang's ability, I brought in Soul Guide Lantern as well. Of course, naturally, it's great against the Phoenix matchup, Rakdos, all the graveyard stuff. So before I had Anger of the Gods, Blue Bear, I know, I'm shedding some tears as well, taking out Anger of the Gods, replacing it with Soul Guide Lantern tonight. But I just really want to up my edge against those graveyard strategies. So 4 Deathgorge, 4 Soul Guide Lantern. Hopefully that does the trick. The Rat, Blue Bear. So I've faced the deck a couple times before, but Greasefang, new from Neon Dynasty. Yes, I know, I'm shedding tears. At the beginning of combat on your turn, return target vehicle card from your graveyard to the battlefield. It gains haste. Return it to its owner's hand at the beginning of your next end step. So basically, they just discard whatever big vehicle into the graveyard, Parhelion 2, which, actually I'll pull up here. I'm sure I have a couple copies. There it is. Okay, well I don't have any copies, but oftentimes this is the main target for Greasefang. Discard this into the graveyard. Stealing their creatures? No, I shouldn't be stealing their creatures. It would be lovely. I have been thinking about a list that involves stealing creatures at some point. Just as another angle to play around with dinos. It could be pretty fun. At some point I'll make a steal your creatures, come over to the dino side sort of deck, but this is a card I don't want to see get reanimated, come back from the graveyard. So Parhelion 2, it's going to have haste. Crew 4, so Greasefang has 4 power. It's going to tap Crew Parhelion. Parhelion attacks due to haste, makes 2 4/4 White Angel creature tokens as well. And they're attacking for 13? Yes, 13 damage. Sometimes on turn 3. All of it flying, so it's got that evasion. Very, very nasty stuff. And they're left over with the 2 4/4 Angel tokens. Both have vigilance. And yeah, oftentimes if they can cheat Parhelion 2 out on turn 3, it's rough. Some of you guys may have faced this deck before, but I've faced it enough that facing that, Is It Phoenix, some other graveyard strategy type decks, that's really made me want to bring at least Soul Guide Lantern in for tonight. I might keep it in going forward, but graveyard hate, that's where it's at. Pretty much mandatory. I see a lot of people saying that, and it's been the case. But starting off game 1, it's going to be still the same basic plan. I did decide on Incubation. Yes, Dark Carnage, you see it there. It's going to be good. I removed Ripjaw Raptor to the sideboard just because I feel like Shifting Ceratops in the 4 slot, that's going to be a little bit more useful. Certainly it's more powerful than Ripjaw, so that fits with the theme, getting more power, casting Ghalta for cheaper. But yeah, 4 Incubation as well as 4 Commune with Dinosaurs to really just dig for that key piece, some good piece, some good dino. So even if I see, a couple Incubation, maybe 1 Commune, 1 Incubation just to really increase consistency, maybe grabbing Shifting Ceratops, Regisaur Alpha, just the final piece. I could grab a Raptor Hatchling, some blue spells. Yes, well, technically, Incubation there, it can be cast for a blue or a green, which is fantastic versatility there. At the moment, I don't have any way to cast the Incongruity part. I do need a blue for that. I could add Ketria Triumph, which is the land that taps for a green, a red, and a blue, so that would that'd be alright, consistency-wise, but Incongruity, definitely, if I can work in some way to pay for the blue there. It's pretty fantastic removal. 3 to exile target creature. That's quite nice. They get a 3/3 green frog lizard. It's not the end of the world. Definitely exiling something. You don't have to worry about indestructible. The creature is just gone, likely to never come back because it is exile. I have tried to work in sources of blue in the past to help cast Incongruity when I've used it, but that just hurt consistency a little bit too much, I think. But still on the table, potentially. So, everything else is pretty much the same. Let's jump into it and hope that things go good. It's gone pretty good so far. What else did I lose to? Mono white aggro. I had a pretty rough match this morning before leaving for work against mono white. I know it does good stuff in alchemy and did some nasty stuff to me in historic this morning. Oh boy. Yeah, oh, definitely. With that token being a 3/3, of course it would certainly get killed by Anger of the Gods. Huh. Of course, Marauding Raptor, I am happy to see that. I could play it turn 2. Turn 1 would be Rockfall Vale on the draw, so there's a decent amount of chances to get to at least that 3rd land for Shifting Ceratops. I'm going to risk it. It's a pretty big risk. I mean, it's nice seeing Ghalta to start off. Hopefully we get there. Looks like it might be Merfolk, though, with this sleeve here. Okay, good. 3 lands. We're looking good. But it's, Sultai. Oh boy, this, Oglor nonsense. Alright. I haven't really seen this card, actually maybe just once. They do some shenanigans combos with it. But, Oglor, Devoted Assistant, 1 and a blue. At the beginning of your upkeep, look at the top 2 cards of your library, put 1 into your graveyard. So I think it's sort of a reanimation strategy sort of thing. Whenever a creature is put into your graveyard from your library or hand, it perpetually gains. When this card leaves your graveyard, create a tap 2/2 black zombie creature token. So I believe they put a bunch of creatures into their graveyard. They get all those back, and then they also get tokens whenever they're bringing back a bunch of creatures. Sometimes they bring back a whole lot all at once. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully they don't have too much interaction, but it's a very interesting card. Oglor. Pretty funny name as well. Oh, yes. Ooh, I've seen this deck, I think, once before. Sultai, Willowgeist, something like that, I guess you could say. Well, hopefully Ghalta next turn. Should be able to, if Marauding Raptor survives. Will be nice applying some decent pressure at the moment. But cross your fingers, we could see the Queen next turn. At the very least, I will be able to go Shifting Ceratops if they are able to kill Marauding, but I think we got a pretty good chance. Of course, being in black, they do have 2 black sources, so could see some removal against Ghalta next turn. Creeping Chill. Willowgeist is going to grow pretty big pretty quick. Definitely has that potential. Oh boy, here we go. Wayward Swordtooth instead. More creatures, more lands. Get her done. Have some fun. Just cross my fingers there's no removal for her. Interesting. I can't click fast enough to attack. So it looks like they don't have a counter spell, don't have instant speed removal, something like that. I think we should be able to do enough damage here. Oh, I see what's going on here. Graveyard shenanigans. So, I mean, this is another graveyard themed related deck. This could be good. If they want to kill Shifting Ceratops, they would have to double block with the Willowgeist and that zombie token, so it would be nice. Well, I think that was turn 4. I don't know, it's hard to count. Either way, it's a very fast, very early Ghalta. Just happy they, didn't kill her. Pretty happy trading with the Willowgeist. That, like I mentioned, that gets pretty crazy. Man, this is interesting stuff. 100% graveyard hate against this deck. They're bringing creatures from the graveyard to the hand, back and forth, just making a whole ton of tokens. That's going to be rough. A sweeper right about now would be pretty fantastic, which I don't have. Certainly Oglor, Devoted Assistant, I think that's public enemy #1. That's the thing that's making all these zombies pretty much. Seems to be the engine for this deck. Well, the question is, Regisaur Alpha, Shifting Ceratops, could attack with Ghalta and Shifting Ceratops, but I would like to get 10 permanents. Yeah, it's got to be Regisaur Alpha. They wouldn't do quite as much, definitely. I think I gotta go all out. They have so many tokens. Yeah. Oh, that's going to do it. Nuts. That was close. That was close. But yeah, if they... where's Oglor? So yeah, whenever a creature is put into their graveyard from the library or hand, it gains when it leaves their graveyard. So if it leaves their graveyard back to their hand, they get the zombie token. It doesn't have to leave the graveyard and just come to the battlefield. So they got some options there. If they're simply returning it to their hand, they can just keep making zombie tokens. And that perpetually, they don't have to keep putting that on. They can bounce a creature from the hand to the graveyard, back and forth sort of thing. Various spells. So, nasty stuff. You know what I want. Death Gorge, yeah. Soul Guide, yeah. Rampaging Frostodon, that's just going to be absolutely fantastic. All those little zombie tokens that, you know, they got going on there. Rampaging, that's going to chip away quite nicely. And then, we got to remember, if it's in there, I can't see it. Somewhere up there. The Deathless Knight, if they've gained life that turn, they can return the Deathless Knight from the graveyard to their hand. So they just basically gain a free zombie token because the Deathless Knight has that ability from Oglor. Whenever he goes from the graveyard, or whenever he leaves the graveyard, they get a token. It's nasty. A lot of different ways to make those tiny creatures, but we got to remove some stuff. Not a whole lot of blue. Oh yeah, definitely. This deck isn't very common, certainly. I think I got to cut Wayward, unfortunately. Shifting Ceratops. Yeah. Let's see. 3 Commune. Definitely want to maintain the possibility still of a very fast Ghalta. At least we did see it, but now that I know what they're all about, packing Rampaging Ferocidon, Deathgorge Scavenger, and Soul Guide Lantern, I think we're going to shut them down quite nicely. Oh, could have been a little bit better this hand, but seeing Soul Guide Lantern, Incubation at the very least, that's going to be good. Probably should be Rootbound Crag. Incubation, just because, well, I can operate on 3 to 4 lands, and Incubation I don't have to pass up Otepec Huntmaster, being a non-dinosaur. So I do like that. If I have enough lands, I wouldn't really need to be grabbing that with Commune, so I might as well just be all possible creatures. Yeah, pretty much that's it. But gonna go with Rootbound Crag turn 1, just because I don't have any forest or mountain type land at the moment. Well, definitely Incubation, get something nice. Ooh, Rampaging Ferocidon, yes please. Yeah, Soul Guide Lantern. Let's get some stuff out of there. Make them feel the pain. Use up all the available mana for the turn. Oh, and the Huntmaster. Okay, definitely going with the Huntmaster. Hoping they don't have a Fatal Push for it. Doesn't seem like they do, or else Huntmaster probably would have died there. Forging Vulture, not too bad. When it enters the battlefield, they mill 4 cards, so certainly that's on their theme of getting stuff into the graveyard. Gain a little bit of life. Not too bad. Poppin' time. Alrighty. Hopefully that did the trick. While Narcomoeba's trigger was on the stack, it went into their graveyard from their library. So before it could come out, I responded with the Soul Guide Lantern, stopping the Narcomoeba. Hopefully that did the trick. I didn't really want to pop Soul Guide Lantern so early. Could be rough, but definitely not going to attack with the Rampaging Ferocidon there. I would imagine they'd probably want to double block with the Stitcher Supplier and the Gorging Vulture, because Rampaging's probably going to be a pretty big headache. Let's see. Yeah, definitely. It's got to be Huntmaster, unfortunately. Ooh, and they got another Narcomoeba and Creeping Chill. Well, that's no fun. More lands is no fun either, but we'll see. Chipping away. Hopefully a Dino at some point here soon. There's the Oglor. So maybe not having that, yeah, that Anger of the Gods would have been pretty fantastic in this matchup. That's rough. Don't gain any life, but getting rid of creatures that could potentially, you know, make tokens with Oglor there. Hopefully, oh, another. Man, they're just hitting all the Narcomoebas tonight. Yeah, Blue Bear still not running the Lair of the Hydra, just on the off chance that if it did come into play tapped turn 3, turn 4, something like that, it could potentially hurt quite badly. Flame Sweep right about now. That would be good as well. Oh boy. Oh, we got the queen. Now the question is, can they kill us next turn? So we'll go to 6. We'll take 4 flying. Might be able to make it work. We'll see. Might not. We'll block the 2 Mire Tritons and the token. And we take, looks like 5 if they wanted to attack all out. Oh. Well, that will do it. And darn it. Creeping Chill does the trick. Rough stuff. So, caught out, not having a sweeper. Can't always have everything in your list. You want to try and be varied, have potential silver bullets, options against stuff. Perhaps making a more versatile sideboard could help out there, but they had a lot of creatures and sweeper, 100%. That would have helped quite a bit. But they did some fantastic stuff there. That was pretty cool to see. I enjoy seeing different decks. Certainly Dinos aren't seen a lot, and that deck, just making a bunch of stuff, Narcomoeba, bringing creatures back, gaining life. That was pretty cool. Right, hopefully we can see turn 3 Ghalta sometime this match. Was nice seeing her at least once come down, but wasn't quite powerful enough. Ooh, that looks good. I mean, we got 4 lands. Oh, this is beautiful stuff. Huntmaster, Commune, Incubation. I think there's a pretty good chance we're going to be doing some nice stuff here. Oh, mono black. Vampires. I was about to say zombies, but that is not. Commune. Just because I got Otepec Huntmaster already, I don't have to worry about passing up another one. I really only just want 1. 2 Otepec Huntmasters sometimes can be good, but Wayward Swordtooth, that is going to be good. A little bit worried that they had 1 red up, potentially dealing or killing Huntmaster. Hopefully that's not the case though. I certainly won't be blocking any Knight of the Ebon Legions. I can see them potentially, yeah, buffing the 1, so they're both going to get 2 counters on them. I expected this. Oh, I'm getting spoiled here. Okay, so got some options. Go with Commune. See if I can. Okay, oh, this is close. It's not quite this turn, unfortunately. But I do get to go a lot of stuff. They have to do something very quick, or else it's going to get nasty. Nah, Raptor Hatchling. Get as much damage as possible with Marauding Raptor. Of course, I'm completely open, but I don't feel they'll be able to deal 12 damage this turn. Definitely it's nice making use of Marauding Raptor's temporary buff whenever possible. Oh yeah, they're definitely going to want to hold at least somebody back to block. Oh, more lands. Okay. Get ready, folks. Might be able to have them here, but Ghalta for 2. Raptor Hatchling. Buff Marauding to a crazy amount. And swing away. It is nice taking out Knight of the Ebon Legion, so I have 1 body. And killing him. What am I saying? Ooh. Okay. Good stuff. Good stuff. Oftentimes I am worried about Knight of the Ebon Legion. If they get one, it's not so bad, but having two, having both of them just grow out of control, the potential of buffing them, giving them death touch, they're able to trade with a lot of nasty, nasty stuff, but I got it done. Had some fun. Now, life gain stuff. I think it's Rakdos Vampires, black and red. Vampires in general, they do have sort of life gain, sort of sub-themes going on, so Rampaging Ferocidon could help. Not a whole lot of graveyard strategies. I'm going to keep it as is. Took a game from them. We'll see if they have a lot of life gain stuff going on. Might bring in Rampaging Ferocidon if it does go to game 3. But man, that was a lot of damage. Oh my goodness. If they don't kill Marauding and I get a 4th land, that's 3 Ghalta. Turn 2 Marauding. Oh, cross your fingers. Okay, cross your fingers. This could be good. Oh my. Ooh, it's tense. Oh, I got it. Okay. Okay, everybody, cross your fingers that Marauding doesn't die. Please, don't die. You can do it. Live. Okay, okay. Ooh. Oh boy. Here goes nothing. I am not blocking that. Oh, we got it. We got it. Multiple ways to get Ghalta. Turn 3. It's not hasty, but that'll do. Oh, I was thinking they were pretty surprised probably to see it. They have to kill Ghalta this turn, I imagine. Next turn it's Regisaur Alpha. Yeah. Regisaur Alpha, even if Marauding Raptor gets killed, I do have that 5th land in hand, so still able to go Regisaur, which is quite nice. But they've got to do a lot. I think they're thinking about their options. Sorin Imperious Bloodlord being at 1 can't really do a whole lot. Okay. If they had removal for Ghalta, they would have done it already, I would imagine. Yes, they are awake, definitely. Okay, like I mentioned, if they killed Marauding Raptor, not too bad, because there's still Regisaur next turn. We'll be able to go, will it be 10 permanents? No, I don't think that will. 4, 6. Doesn't look like it. It is a little unfortunate, just Wayward Swordtooth. Sometimes you don't quite get to 10 permanents and... Oh, that's what they're doing. Okay. Okay, that was nasty stuff, but this is still pretty good. Now the question is, gonna save the token to block. Yeah, I want to preserve Regisaur Alpha to potentially give Ghalta haste next turn. 5, 6. Oh, I could go Wayward Swordtooth plus Ghalta. Another Ghalta. Oh, unkillable. Certainly, since the deck, this variation is so completely focused on getting that fast early Ghalta. all 4 copies of her. I think that definitely makes sense. Certainly, she's a prime target to get removed, so chances are you cast her for cheap. Sometimes 2. If they kill it, you just follow up with another copy for 2 and maybe watch them shed some tears, because that would be pretty nasty. They're looking desperately for something. Another land, maybe?
My bloodline flows through you.
Oh, and lifelink. That's not good. Well, gonna take it. 24. That's pretty good. Hopefully this is also good. Now the question is that lethal? 15, 24. I think. 15, 4, 20. Exactly. I believe that is exactly lethal. If my math is right. Got to take advantage of this opportunity, because they'd kill us next turn with Soren's +1, I think. Pretty sure. Holy cow. Total of 10 permanents. 10 permanents. I'll go back to that for you. So, Wayward Swordtooth, Ascension. It was part of Ixalan, Rivals of Ixalan, I believe. Ascend means if you control 10 or more permanents, you get the city's blessing for the rest of the game. KO. Yeah. Ooh, okay. Well, haven't had a match like that in too long. Just exactly lethal. Ghalta, Wayward. But again, it can be a little awkward. They're killing maybe some of the early creatures. It's a little rough. Sometimes getting to 10 permanents, making full use of Wayward Swordtooth. Certainly, just being able to play an extra land, it's not so good. Of course, you do get the benefit of its 5 power. It's going to help cast Ghalta easier. Wayward Swordtooth also can be a pretty fantastic fight target. You don't have to have 10 permanents to use him to fight some other creature, and being 5 power, 5 toughness, chances are that takes out a pretty wide range of stuff, I would imagine. But man. Permanent. So a permanent is anything that stays on the battlefield, something like this blood token. That's a permanent. Lands are permanents, planeswalkers. Basically anything, if it's on the battlefield, it's a permanent. So with the land theme, Wayward Swordtooth, it's nice playing a bunch more lands. That's more permanents. Lands, of course, are permanents that are pretty hard to interact with, hard to get rid of. So it's nice upping the amount of permanents that way. And just playing a lot of cheap creatures ties in quite well with Wayward Swordtooth, getting more permanents, whether it's creatures, lands, that sort of thing. Yes, hey, no, that's all good, definitely. You got any questions? Chances are I can answer them, and I'll do my best, as always. Real-world examples, right in game, so that's the best, I think. Man, that was good stuff. Whew. I don't usually beat vampires in 2. Usually they take a game from me just because they're just, fantastic aggression, removal, lots of death touch, so very nasty trades even when it's a big dino, something small with death touch, very painful. Certainly. Oh, that could be good. We got Yorion Sky Nomad, so could be Yorion Doom Foretold, sacrificing, control, something. Shifting Ceratops, I think, could be pretty good in this matchup. Probably a good chance they have something blue related. Some form of blue. Ooh. Well, incubation would be nice, but hopefully Huntmaster survives. Getting the hasty Shifting Ceratops. Excuse me. Getting hasty Shifting Ceratops turn 3 is going to be lovely. Probably would have gone incubation if that overgrown tomb was untapped. Kroxa. I don't know. I kind of want to get rid of the land. Nah, I'm going to get rid of incubation. I like having the 2 shifting, 2 lands. I know I got some fantastic plays. Okay, hopefully that's going to do the trick. Next turn might consist of the second Huntmaster for 2, the second shifting for 2. The first Huntmaster that was out would give haste to the second. Ooh, okay, okay. I would like Commune. Yeah, I'm going to try for Commune. Oh, Marauding Raptor. Nah, Marauding Raptor. Get that shifting. Hope they don't have a sweeper. But taking them down to 3, that's pretty decent. Hopefully. Bam. Alright. That's all it took. Huh. So they didn't see the potential, the nasty potential of Ghalta. They're just kind of worried about big, hasty Shifting Ceratopses. We might be able to surprise them game 2 with a Ghalta. Bam, bam. Yeah, that was pretty decent. I was worried about the mana they were getting. Might be able to tap for some sweeper or something that exiles all creatures. Extinction event. Cost 3 and a black. You name odd or even. And you exile all creatures with that value. So exile all even creatures, they would have said. Otepec Huntmaster cost 2 and Shifting Ceratops. All 3 of these are even, so it would have exiled all of those, unfortunately. But luckily, seems like they didn't have a sweeper. But being Yorion, Celestus. Maybe it's just generic Yorion good stuff. We see Kroxa there. Nasty, nasty creature. So some graveyard stuff, I think. That's in order. Maybe just Deathgorge Scavenger. I don't think it's anything too crazy graveyard related that I would need to also bring in Soul Guide Lantern. Wayward's nice. I don't think they have a whole lot of creatures, so Deathgorge might be able to swing pretty nicely a couple times, hopefully. Certainly he can come down for as cheap as Wayward Swordtooth, sometimes for a single green. Ooh. Nah, I don't think I can do that. Potentially, I would do it if I could get the turn 1 Commune, but Rootbound Crag, unfortunately, is a check lands. Oh, that is better. Yes, yes indeed. Definitely, that should be better. Huntmaster turn 2. They may have brought in some removal. I'd imagine they brought in any possible removal that they had in the sideboard. Ooh, they have one up. Okay. Alright, let's cross the fingers again. Huntmaster, live. Ooh, okay. Nothing at instant speed that costs 1 that could kill Huntmaster, so that's a positive. But I think he's dying here. Still not. Ooh, oh, this is good stuff. Oh. I was thinking that Deathgorge could survive. It can't, unfortunately, but Raptor Hatchling, this is also good. I I was thinking of playing Death Gorge as 1 green, technically for 2 more damage. He would die, because there isn't a non-creature I can exile to get his toughness up to 3 and survive the Marauding Raptor hit. Oh, Culling Ritual. That has been fantastic for me as well in John Dinos. Let's get the Huntmaster. Get the Death Gorge. I exile a creature because I can't... first land they drop? Let me see, 1 second. The first land... Oh, fantastic art with one of the triomes from Ikoria, the Indatha triome. Man, I love that art. Adds a green, a black, and a white. Oh, okay. I was worried they would get rid of Huntmaster. Good stuff. Got the Regisaur. Hasty. Lovely, lovely. Don't have to worry about Culling Ritual. We would still be left with Regisaur Alpha here, but... Oh, and they got another one, the Ketria Triumph. So I have used that a little bit in the past. For tamer dinos, green, red, and blue. Alright. Let's hope for some dino, sometime. Eventually, one of these days. Yeah. I think I really do like that art style of the triomes, the 5 triomes from Ikoria. I think it's kind of like a cartoony... Oh, okay, Commune's going to get something good here. Well, I can't play Ghalta, unfortunately, but I'm going to get her. And I'm going to hope that somebody nice next turn could come down. Teferi, I think, is going to bounce Regisaur Alpha. Yeah. Ouch. So Shifting Ceratops, that's definitely what I'm looking for. Huh? Well, Incubation might be able to do that. Not the case. But Regisaur Alpha it is, again. Let's go. Could sweep again, deal with the token. If they don't deal with the token, we might be seeing Hasty Ghalta. They have to do something pretty quick, though. Teferi's always nasty. Last night, I think it was against Azorius Control. It was a pretty rough matchup. Due to Teferi here. Alrighty, let's go. Hopefully. Oh, I see what they got going on. Okay.
You know what?
This could be rough. Man, so it's like a 5-color, play all kinds of nasty legendary creatures. Again, man, Shifting Ceratops. Everything here currently is blue. Oh, yeah, that would be nice. 100% Shifting Ceratops is... Well, I guess it's 5-color Niv Mizzet. I should have guessed that, seeing the lands that they have out. Yeah, Shifting Ceratops. That's going to be good. That's not Shifting Ceratops, and that, with the current creatures they have out, unfortunately, that's not going to do it. But yeah, as you can see, Niv Mizzet is blue. Don't have to worry about shifting being blocked. All the Coma's coils are blue. Coma, Cosmos Serpent itself is blue, and Yorion. Yes. Yes, indeed. Kind of tempted to go with Wayward Swordtooth. instead of Raptor Hatchling. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Just because I saw Culling Ritual 2 times, actually. That certainly set us back quite a bit, so I think cutting some of the stuff at 2, I think that's going to do the trick. Hopefully. Oh my gosh, I'm spilling everywhere. Ooh, I don't know about that. I mean, it is nice seeing Ghalta. 2 copies, not so nice. There is turn 1 Commune that could grab a Marauding Raptor. Yes, definitely. Swordtooth. It's going to be pretty important. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to risk it. Hoping that Commune here gets something important. I think it's got to be Shifting Ceratops. Yeah. Want to at least have something turn 4 to play, and as I mentioned just a little bit ago, Shifting Ceratops in this matchup seems to be the thing. Perhaps they have a bunch of cheap removal that they're potentially saving for cheap creatures that I play, and I'm just not going to be doing that the first few turns. So they're waiting, holding up that mana. It's just not really doing anything for them. They're playing slow. I have to play slow, so hopefully that works out in our favor. Ooh, Wayward. Yeah, I'm actually going to try for Wayward. Not at 10 permanent, so maybe they're not super threatened by it. I don't think they'll kill it. Alright. If Wayward stays up, go with the 6th land next turn. Shifting for 4. That's 10 total power, and then Ghalta for 2. Definitely Wayward at the moment. I don't think it's very threatening for the opponent. Until they see the nasty stuff I'm about to do. Let's see. I might have something for shifting. 2, 3, yeah, it's got to be shifting. I was thinking hopefully of some way I could go Marauding plus Shifting plus Ghalta, but that's not the case. Again, it is nice having that 2nd copy of Ghalta, which I think chances are they're going to kill. Yes, I did expect the Vanishing Burst. And that's why you have 4 copies of her. Oh, 100% that extra land. Maybe I play an extra land 1 turn, and then I'm able to play an extra land another turn, so I'm 2 lands ahead. Potentially that really helps out, definitely. So I do think 24 lands, maybe I could up things to 26 lands, although sometimes you have seen I've gotten flooded out a little bit. It does happen to everybody now and then. You just keep drawing lands. But I think 24 or 26 lands is probably about the right amount to more often make use of Wayward Swordtooth's ability to cast extra lands a turn. Well, you know what I'm discarding. Oh, man. Oh, with the new plant Dino, 100%. It's going to be good. Bam. There she is. Here it goes nothing. They've got to do something drastic. Hopefully it's not Extinction Event. It's got to be something big. Okay, Prismari Command, not too bad. Ooh, ooh, boy. I was worried about that, but 5 Color Niv Mizzet, I felt with all the removal, chances are, again, Ghalta was being killed, which she was killed, so I think that was the right call. keeping the hand that had 2 copies of her. Vanishing Verse, definitely this opponent is expecting a Ghalta. After seeing Ghalta, chances are... Oh yes, oh, everyone's surprised when they see stuff like that happen, but seeing dinos, certainly I think the opponent's either saving Vanishing Verse for a Ghalta, various other removal, but certainly Vanishing Verse it's going to be in there. I think 5 Color Niv Mizzet oftentimes has maybe 4 copies of this fantastic removal card. So, multiple copies of Ghalta in this list. Yes. It's good stuff. She gets killed. She's going to be killed. If they can't kill her, you win. If they kill her, chances are you just have a backup copy. So, well, that's exciting stuff. All right, let's continue the trend. Man, that was good. 5 Color Niv Mizzet sometimes has been hard, but perhaps when the opponent sees Wayward Swordtooth, it's not so threatening. It can't attack or block. Maybe I'm at not quite 10 permanents, something like 7. So, I could use removal on Wayward Swordtooth, but I won't because it can't do anything to me yet. Then all of a sudden it comes back around to our turn, play a couple lands, a creature, and then Wayward Swordtooth all of a sudden is the 5/5 that can attack and block like I was hoping. I like that actually. Could be Azorius Control with this Jeskai. My bet is it is Jeskai. Yikes. Well, having the Shifting Ceratops, definitely that's going to be good, and that 3rd land, 100%. I think they're going to do something to Huntmaster. I'll cast it, cross my fingers, but I think it's dead. Yes. That's to be expected. Now it is 1 less Lightning Helix. Of course I could have possibly held Otepec Huntmaster back, but come around next turn I'll be able to go Marauding Raptor plus Incubation or Commune with Dinosaurs. Since I played Marauding Raptor, I think I'll go with Commune, just because I don't need to grab Otepec Huntmaster. It would die anyways now that I have Marauding Raptor out. Yeah. Unclaimed Territory. Almost grabbed the Rootbound Crag. I don't have a mountain or forest, so that would have been pretty sad if that came into play tap next turn. Of course, Marauding Raptor could just be dead. Unfortunately. Oh, Wrath of God. They're not going to use it on 1 creature, I don't think. Yes, Lightning Helix. More lands. Always good. Ooh, Wayward. Yeah. Alright, Commune. Something good, something good. I think it's got to be Shifting Ceratops. Perhaps they think we only have 1 copy. We have lots of nice, hasty potential. See if I draw land next turn. I'm still 3, 5, 6. So I wouldn't be able to get to 10 permanents next turn, I don't think. If they wanted to kill Wayward Swordtooth, I'd be okay with that. It's not really doing a whole lot for me, especially since I don't have any other lands in hand. So, what might they want to do? They're expecting the Shifting Ceratops, so I think I'll play what they're expecting. Give it haste, get as much damage as possible on them. Hope they don't have removal for it. I imagine they'll probably Wrath of God coming up next turn. Yeah. I was actually working on a Heroic Intervention, a list with that card to give all my permanents hexproof and indestructible to help against situations like when I'm faced with a control deck that has lots of wraths, that sort of thing. Yeah, Shifting Ceratops again. Actually, I'll go with Commune. I'll get the land for the turn, hopefully. Okay, good, good. And still be able to give it haste, yes. Almost gave it haste without at least getting that land, an extra land. Definitely Carnage Tyrant has been fantastic for me in the past. Actually, a couple of days ago, I was using, I think, 4 copies of Carnage Tyrant, maybe 3 copies. But it was lovely stuff. Of course, it would be fantastic in this moment against something awesome like March of Otherworldly Light. That is great removal, definitely. Let's see. See what Incubation gets. Still have 5 lands, so I can cast Regisaur Alpha Ghalta. Well, if they can deal with it, they can deal with it. If they can't, we'll smoke them. So we'll see. But they might have a counter spell. They do. Well, that might be it for us, folks, against Jeskai Control this game at least. I've taken them down in the past, but as you can imagine, a deck like this with the sweepers, everything, it's rough most times. It's still a good time, though. Rest in peace. Well, that's not really doing a whole lot. I wasn't planning to get stuff back from the graveyard. Yeah, that's going to be it. Let's not cause any more pain and suffering. If I was maybe a little bit closer, if they were under or perhaps 10 life, might have stuck with it a little bit longer, but being at 16, yeah, that's going to be rough. Death Gorge. I like Death Gorge. Want to be as aggressive as possible. Wayward Swordtooth. Sometimes, again, he just sits around. So hopefully Death Gorge should be a pretty fantastic replacement. Oh, alright. Dark Carnage, definitely. Oh, good luck. Thank you. Hopefully you have a good sleep. Yeah. It's going to be good. Ooh, not quite. Too many lands. Okay, I can work with that. Yeah, Raptor Hatchling. Kind of had the pieces for it. Okay. Likely going to be Death Gorge next turn. I would imagine they'd have at least 1 non-creature something in the graveyard. Oh, so they're holding up removal. Well, I'm just going to not play Death Gorge because I imagine, almost guaranteed, I would think, they are going to do something to him. Also, they do have 1 source of white, absence, whatever it's called. 1 and a white, instant speed, destroy target creature, and then we make a clue token. So Shifting could also die. I'll continue to play it safe. Another Shifting Ceratops. I like the looks of that. Alright. Okay, Narset, not too bad. Gonna be nice taking her out, I think. Hopefully they don't get a Wrath with her ability here. Ooh, March of Otherworldly Light. So, seems like whatever we play is going to get killed. If I did go Regisaur Alpha, March of Otherworldly Light could simply be cast for 1 white to exile the token. It doesn't have any mana value, so that's pretty fantastic when you can just exile any creature token or any artifact, anything with a mana value of 0. You don't have to pay anything for X with March of Otherworldly Light here, so it's pretty good stuff. They would have to exile a bunch of things to get rid of Shifting Ceratops. So we'll see if they do that. I don't think they want to. Might be nice if they do. Okay.
Such violence.
Alrighty. Hopefully they don't have that sweeper. I don't think they'd use it on a single shifting. Okay, they do. So perhaps they have 2 sweepers in hand. I don't think if that was their only sweeper, they would have used it. So I'm thinking they may have a second one. We'll have to keep that in mind, definitely. I'm going to go with Regisaur Alpha. Get a little bit of damage with the token. Can't do anything to anybody because they're tapped out. I think Regisaur and the token is probably, yeah. The single Shifting Ceratops I don't think would have been threatening enough for a Wrath of God, so hopefully, like I was thinking, the Regisaur Alpha drew out that Wrath. Of course, they could have a third one. I'm sure they're jamming numerous copies of Wrath of God and Day of Judgment. So it really is going to be an uphill battle. 100%. Right, Marauding. Let's go, good buddy. Shifting Ceratops. Haste. And hope some stuff sticks around. Somebody's getting killed. I imagine they're going to use March of Otherworldly Light to exile the Shifting Ceratops. Or just Wrath again. Still could be a March of Otherworldly Light, depending if they have a bunch of white stuff in hand. Okay, Wandering Emperor. Don't have to worry about that, that's quite nice. They only have two up. I think they want to get rid of somebody, though. Oh, they don't. Okay. Alright, Death Gorge it is. Well, he can't attack, but it has to be a non-creature, so he survives the Marauding Raptor ping.
Miss your company.
Excuse me. Would have been nice taking them down to 3, but I feel nasty stuff is about to happen. Hoping that killing the Narset stopped them from getting that Wrath. Of course, it could happen with Expressive Iteration here. Right, so as long as they don't play land, I don't have to worry about the Wandering Emperor. Still probably have to worry about March of Otherworldly Light, I would imagine, but we'll see if they're able to make something happen. Yeah, I think Shifting is gone. Ooh, they had another March of Otherworldly Light in hand, so that's it's pretty nice. Of course, I would imagine the Wandering Emperor. Next turn, that's going to come down, exile Deathgorge Scavenger. Excuse me. Yeah.
Anyone who harms my people must contend with me. You're done.
Well, it is Marauding Raptor. That is always nice. Try it, but that might be it for us this game, this match, actually. That's alright, though. Tried to play around things and take them down a notch.
Let your blade do the talking.
Gonna have to watch out for that Hall of the Storm Giants, though. Definitely. Making that big elemental token, I believe it is. Raptor Hatchling is nice. Makes a big Marauding Raptor, of course. Temporarily a 6/3 from the ping of Raptor Hatchling and the token, but still, being at 6 power, can't deal with a 7/7 blue giant. Yes, that's nasty, nasty stuff. Go with Death Gorge. Shifting Ceratops. Holding out hope for a shifting. There is only one in the graveyard, so that's nice. It could definitely be coming up. Didn't send any shifting to the bottom, so I think we might be seeing a shifting, hopefully. At least Incubation, Commune with Dinosaurs, 100%. Hoping for that shifting. Shark Typhoon. Ooh, that's also rough. Ooh, Regisaur Alpha, that's kind of nice. Alright, it's got to be maximum pressure. If it's not now, it's not ever, I think. Yeah, definitely that 3/3 that's going to want to trade with Marauding, and that token probably wants to take the opportunity to get rid of this Trampler here. Oh, down to 4. Doesn't get much closer than that. So they don't have a sweeper. Otherwise they wouldn't have played Kahira. Oh, I forgot about the blue giant. Ah, that's alright. That's how it goes. Pretty tough stuff. But yeah, Shifting Ceratops. If you're not using it, it gives an edge. At least gives some potential to take some games, at least from Jeskai. Hopefully taking the win from him. I can't recommend 4 copies of Shifting Ceratops enough. That is the thing to do. Yes, indeed. It was pretty sweet seeing him get down to at least 4, 6 in the range of possibly taking him out. I think definitely feel pretty comfortable having the 4 Commune, 4 Incubation. If I top deck that, basically kind of it's the same as, oh, it was a close match. Going first though, ooh, that is, got some parts of the combo. I don't think there's enough. Yeah, I don't think there's a way to destroy their land with dinos. Currently, I could see that happening in the future, definitely. It seems like something that would be on theme for dinos. Raptor Hatchling, though. Could be good, could be not good. I'm going to mulligan. Ooh, that is infinitely worse. Oh, okay, well. So, hey, should have kept that first hand, definitely. That's alright, though. Oh, okay, that's... Oh, what am I doing? I thought that was both Marauding Raptors, my goodness. They both cost the same. Oh, that's not good. Oops. Alright, Raptor Hatchling. Chip away. Yeah, I saw 2 creatures that cost 1 in a red, and I was like, oh, get the Marauding. That is not Marauding. Wayward Swordtooth. Looks like we might have a decent possibility of getting to 10 permanents. We could be seeing a Muxus this turn coming up. So that might be it if Muxus is coming down. Another Goblin Chieftain, that's also not so good. I don't think they'll attack. If they can't kill the token, they're not attacking. Okay, good stuff. Alright, Incubation. Let's go Ghalta. That's not Ghalta. But I did get 5 closer to Ghalta, so that's nice. Another Marauding Raptor. Another permanent. Keep on swinging. Could have held back, but I wanted to make use of that one Marauding, the Muxus. Dead like dinner. Man, I haven't seen goblins in quite some time. Huh, well, goblins, Ripjaw Raptor, 100%. Switch that up with Shifting Ceratops. Ripjaw Raptor is just a headache, certainly against a deck like this. Rampaging Ferocidon, definitely with all the goblin tokens that is potentially able to be made. Of course, Muxus is going to grab a lot of them as well. So if I can be super aggressive, get them low enough, they basically can't play any more goblins. Something that makes lots of tokens, because it would just kill them. Possibly. That has happened in the past. I've locked out goblin players before. Getting them at least low enough. It doesn't kill them, but having that Rampaging Ferocidon. You haven't seen Muxus. Okay, well, I'll take this opportunity to show you Blue Bear and anybody else. So Muxus was from the first Jumpstart on Arena. We've now had Jumpstart Historic Horizons, but Muxus, Goblin Grandee. 4 and 2 red. Haste. Well, no, he doesn't have haste. That's from a lord. When Muxus Goblin Grandee enters the battlefield, reveal the top 6 cards of your library. Put all goblin creature cards with mana value 5 or less from among them onto the battlefield, and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. So all goblins with mana value 5 or less, the top 6 cards. I mean, I don't think there's any goblin other than Muxus that is above 3, maybe 4. So basically, Muxus is going to grab and put every possible goblin that he finds onto the battlefield. Chances are it's a bunch of nasty stuff. And oftentimes, that's going to lead to the win right there. I mean, you saw how many goblins came out with Muxus. The War Chief to give haste, well, more haste. That's redundant with the Goblin Chieftains, but nasty stuff. Goblin Matron allows them to search for a goblin, put it into their hand, and it gets nasty. Oh, 63, I gotta cut something. Oh. All right. I should have prepared. I should have gone down to 60. So we're playing with 63 goblins. 63 against goblins, I should say. That's alright. I do love explaining stuff to you guys, and if there's cards, yeah. Ooh, that could be it. That could be it. Let's see. Ooh, we gotta think about this. Marauding Raptor. Yeah, I think it's got to be Huntmaster. Turn 1. Commune with Dinosaurs. Hopefully grab that third land. Yes, please. Turn 2 Marauding. Turn 3 Raptor Hatchling, followed by Ghalta. Goblins, mono red goblins, don't have a whole lot of interaction. So I think it's almost certain we get Ghalta turn 3. Yes, 100%. We got her. Okay. I think that is going to do it. Don't see him coming back from this. Goblins do some nasty explosive things like Muxus you saw there. Oh, extra cards always come in handy. Ghalta for 2. Woohoo. Alright, maximum damage. Let's go. Maybe they just quit. Okay. I don't think I have to worry about Muxus next turn, at the very least. But if they want to slam, you know, some big power, explosive things, we can also do explosive things like that. I don't see him doing this. Definitely with Incubation here, we'll grab a pretty... well, didn't need to. Alright. So we took a game from Mono Red Goblins. Of course, having the sweeper, Anger of the Gods. Turn 3, T3G. Yes, yes, you said it. But I am shedding some tears. There have been a couple instances tonight where Anger of the Gods would have been fantastic. Of course, especially against goblins. It's lovely stuff. Does the trick sometimes. Sometimes Anger of the Gods isn't quite fast enough. You want to balance how much value you get from it. You don't want to leave too many goblins out. Waiting, being perhaps a little bit greedy to get more value from Anger of the Gods. So you definitely got to evaluate your risks, when to play Anger, when not to play it. Yeah, because Muxus can be surprising. It was coming up there, so that was good. That was good. But, Ripjaw Raptor. Rampaging Frostodon, yes. Okay, cutting 3 stuff. I think it's got to be Wayward Swordtooth. 3 copies. Alright. Hopefully we get the turn 3 Ghalta, maybe the turn 3 hasty Ghalta. Definitely, I think there's a pretty good chance just due to the low interaction early on from goblins. Basically, they have no interaction. I might be able to work with that. I'm on the draw, so, you know, I get something. I'm gonna work with that. A little bit risky, definitely. I'm keeping the Ghalta, though. I'll send 1 Commune. No, I need the lands. I only have 1 land, so I'll send Incubation to the bottom just because Commune, potentially I might need both of them to grab a land, so I do want to keep that option open where Incubation is only going to grab a creature. Let's see. Alright, Unclaimed Territory, let's go. This might not be fast enough. Ooh. So they could potentially get Muxus next turn. They play their 3rd land. Yeah, we could be seeing Muxus. So. Well, we'll try. I'll go with the Raptor Hatchling. Could be nice blocking Muxus if that is what's happening. Okay, just the Chieftain. Well, you know, I'll get the 3/3, so that's something. I stopped taking a little bit of damage. Got a pretty decent body. Ooh, rampaging. That is good stuff, but I do want that Marauding Raptor. There it is. Okay, still could be Muxus. Cross the fingers. It is not. Yes, it is. Ooh, okay. Let's hope he doesn't hit too much. Oh, well, he hit enough that we're dead. Ouch. Well, there was those extra cards, but that did not help in this instance. Man. Sweepers. That's where it's at. Maybe just Flame Sweep at the very least. Deal 2 damage to each creature for 2 and a red. So it is easier to cast than Anger of the Gods, which requires 1 and 2 red. Sometimes that can be pretty painful. I do like Secluded Courtyard and Unclaimed Territory to help cast consistently the dinos. We choose Dino. It taps for 1 mana of any color to use for a dinosaur, but it's not a source of red. So Anger of the Gods can be a little bit awkward. I think Burn Down the House. Oh yes, definitely. The versatility of Burn Down the House, for anybody that doesn't know. 3 and 2 red. Deal 5 damage to each creature and each planeswalker, I believe. Or you can choose to make 3 1/1 devil creature tokens. When they die, you deal 1 damage to any target. So it is somewhat versatile. I think Burn Down the House might be on the agenda. I've definitely been intrigued by Burn Down the House in the past. Some sort of sweeper, though. Something to deal with these aggro decks, but haven't been facing a whole lot of aggro decks. A lot of control. It is kind of nice that I'm facing a deck that doesn't have a whole lot of interaction. There is an increased chance to go off and get that turn 3 Ghalta. But if they're not interacting, they're probably doing some nasty, nasty stuff. Of course, like goblins often do. And control, haste, dino deck. Oh. Definitely. And with Anger of the Gods, Wayward Swordtooth does survive that 3 damage, being at 5 toughness there. I'm going to keep that, actually. Plenty of lands, and nice seeing Wayward Swordtooth. Ooh, it's looking like another Jeskai Control. Let's see. Yeah, it's probably Jeskai Control. Right, Commune. Should have gone Commune turn 1 to get that Marauding Raptor. Would have been much better, definitely. Might have given a slight edge. It's going to be an uphill battle again against Jeskai again. Maybe Jeskai Yorion could be 5 Color Niv Mizzet also. There's the potential for that. 4 color Yorion potentially. I don't think they usually go 5 color, adding in green. Usually I think they stick to white, red, blue, and black. Ooh, Shifting Ceratops. Very nice, very nice. I'm gonna play it a little bit safe with this Wayward here. Get the extra land. I feel with the 2 mana they had up, chances are Marauding Raptor was gonna die to something. Oh boy, something's getting answered here, that's for sure. Well, try for Huntmaster. See if they do anything to that. Could be a sweeper. Hopefully that's not the case. I'm gonna go Wayward. If they have a sweeper, it's gonna be a bad day. If they don't, okay. So they may not have a sweeper. If they had one, they probably wouldn't have countered the Wayward Swordtooth there. If they have a sweeper, they would have just drawn it, I believe. Okay, we're still left with Wayward Swordtooth. That's all right. I'm going to try for Regisaur Alpha. Yeah, I don't think they have a sweeper. They could have Settle the Wreckage, though. There is also that possibility. Let's see. Nah, I'm going to go Shifting Ceratops. I was thinking Raptor Hatchling would have been a lot of total damage. Actually, I think it would have been effectively the same. 5 from Shifting Ceratops, an extra 2 from the Marauding Raptor ping. So hopefully it's not Settle the Wreckage. Okay, well, that's alright. We're still dealing a bunch of damage here.
You'll be safe. You are not much of a roadblock.
Oh boy. No sweeper. No sweeper. No sweeper. I don't think they have a sweeper. Yeah, they definitely don't have one. So I think we have enough bodies to lock this game up. Definitely was pretty nice and fairly telling. The fact that, again, they used that Archmage's charm pretty much confirmed that they didn't have the sweeper there. I'm able to more comfortably, confidently play out all the creatures that I do have.
I'm known for my excellent
Bouncing, that might not do it. Raptor Hatchling, good stuff. Yeah, they're just dead. Okie dokie. Alright. Oh. They're running anger. They were running anger? Oh yes, they were running anger. So, I've got to contend with anger. They saw bigger stuff that anger isn't going to kill, so perhaps they're going to take out some of them. I think, though, they'll probably keep all the angers in. It's still pretty rough, debilitating. Anger's going to be taking out Marauding Raptors, the tokens, Otepec Huntmaster. So anger still might be useful enough for them. So I think they'll probably keep it in, I would imagine. Being Jeskai colors, could be seeing Magma Opus at some point. That might be a possibility. Of course, Death Gorge, fantastic. Lots of non-creatures in the graveyard, being a control deck. I think I feel pretty good cutting the Huntmaster. Chances are I don't want to barf everything, where if I have Huntmaster I may be inclined to do so. May want to hold things back, play it safe, where Otepec Huntmaster, you have it, you really want to make use of playing it turn 2 or turn 3, get that reduction, get that haste, where against a deck like this, it could be good holding things back, and Huntmaster, that's not really something you want to do. Alright, something fast. Marauding Raptor. Raptor Hatchling to start. Interesting. I'll keep it. I'll keep it. Could be a lot worse. I mean, having Wayward Swordtooth, of course, that's going to be surviving any sort of anger of the gods that they might cast again. I've got nothing to play, so the counter spells, Lightning Helix, anything like that, removal is... They're playing slow, I'm playing slow. That's how it goes. Yeah, Wayward. Hopefully they don't do anything to it. I'm gonna decline that. Definitely because I have a second copy in hand. I want to potentially get another shifting. Okay, that is very good actually. Try for the Wayward again. Alright. One land up. At the very least, there's a hasty Shifting Ceratops coming next turn. Definitely nice having 2 copies of Shifting Ceratops. Chances are with the sweepers and everything, I probably will hold back one shifting a little bit. See how they play things, if I can gain any information, what they might potentially have in their hand. They could have some removal, something for 2, but I'm going to risk it. Okay. Could be waiting for me to attack with Shifting Ceratops. Remove it, so. Okay. We've gained some important information there. Potentially. They may just have a sweeper in hand, and that might be that, but hopefully that's not the case. They don't have anything at instant speed that costs 2 that could kill Shifting Ceratops, or they may potentially have a sweeper. They see 1 mana up, so I think they're a little bit worried. We may have some sort of protection spell, Tamiyo's Safekeeping, to provide hexproof or indestructible. So I think they're considering their options, that we may protect who they target to remove. Oh, just Yorion. This could be very good. Bouncing both Omen of the Seas, though. They're going to be scrying and drawing cards, I think. But they're completely open, so they're going to be hit for... Oh, I could potentially be swinging with Wayward Swordtooth as well. Let me count. Oh, yes. Okay, this might be good. Oh, that first scry was 1 top, 1 bottom, so that 1 top might have been pretty important. That might have been the sweeper that they're hoping. Okay. Then they went 0 top and 2 bottom. So that first scry 2 may have gotten them the sweeper. Oh. Let's see. Yeah. Gotta pressure him. Would be nice to kill Yorion. Take him down as low as humanly possible. If they don't have a sweeper, they're dead. Oh my goodness. Oh. Jeskai Control. That does not happen often. Thank you. Wow. Wow. Those matches, that is always rough. Oftentimes very rough. I think I evaluated things pretty decently there. Ooh, well, okay. Double shifting. Great matches. Wayward Swordtooth coming in strong, forcing him to block with Yorion. I was still fairly worried that that first scry from the first Omen of the Sea, they went 1 top, 2 bottom, thinking that might have been the wrath that they got. Then the second Omen, they went 0 top, 2 bottom, which maybe was a pretty good indication that they were still digging pretty hard for the sweeper. If I saw 0 top, 2 bottom on the first Omen and 0 top, 2 bottom on the second Omen, definitely I think that would be pretty telling that they didn't have a sweeper and they were getting pretty desperate. It could have been all blue, certainly. So shifting could have been a pretty good headache for them. I really would love to see what they have in hand. I think that would be pretty sweet if, you know, at the end of the match, it shows you what the opponent has in hand. If you've win in 2, you win in 3. But either way, at the end of a match facing an opponent, just to see what they had, I think that would be pretty sweet. Wow. Okay. Oh, that is rough. I mean, Many times in the past, there's been sweeper after sweeper after sweeper, but okay, 100%. If you're not using Shifting Ceratops, that's a pretty darn good case to use it again. Wow. Wow. If you have a couple wild cards sitting around, you don't have the full play set, I think it's guaranteed. Well, you don't have to have it, but you can see how it gives just the best edge, the best chance. It's still always going to be rough against control, killing everything, but okay, wow, that was good. Whew. I might play the hexproof Dino deck. I might continue with this, being at Platinum 1. I think I'll probably just continue grinding, hopefully bumping into Diamond tomorrow. Probably play a bunch before the stream tomorrow night. Yeah, I don't know. I may stick with this deck. At least until I get to Diamond, and then, you know, play with that hexproof list, but I will leave it there tonight. Not exactly sure what I'll play tomorrow night, so thanks again, Blue Bear, for joining me. That was pretty fantastic. Definitely, it's hard to beat, ending on such a high note like that, taking down Jeskai Control in 2, no less. Usually you expect them to come around and at least take a game. When do I plan on streaming LOL? Like I did mention, I might practice, see how that looks on the stream, get everything kind of organized. Yeah. Oh, always nice talking to you, everybody else. Dylan, Flaming Draco, if you're watching later on. Alan Pep. So many great people. It's hard to name them all. It's only getting bigger, which is fantastic. So I definitely appreciate everybody. Yes indeed. Yeah, I'll probably test League of Legends tonight. Maybe record a video, but yeah, thanks for watching again. Remember, there is always room for improvement. See you next time.